How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
I'm gonna be paying close attention, so you better deliver.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
I hope their training paid off.
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Good call just now. Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here.
Gotta be planning something.
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
The low doesn't connect. Checks them with the projectile. Sweet. Combo with the target combo. Okay, they'll want to keep this.
Ooh.
Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. This is the perfect lane.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
How does this look? Is it time for the mix-up? Nice parry. Brushes that off and keeps going. This is a good spot to use the super. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gotta be mindful of reach and jumping with this one. Jump in! Nice. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fire.
That was super good.
Burn out, but they might have a plan. This is a critical moment.
One more attack and they do it. Come on!
That closes it out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Yeah, this is all yours.
Very quick GG there. Looks like Heaven's about to get another angel.
That throw's not gonna reach. Connects with the medium kick. You're just getting started here. Who'll take control?
I can feel the tension right from the get-go.
Close range projectile.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Good perfect parry under pressure.
Oh!
That wasn't bad.
Learn from it and build back better.
They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash. Player 1 has gotta work some magic with this limited drive. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take? You have to make something happen. There's a burnout.
Oh, hitting a real rough
Down and out.
I'm liking that finish.
Okay, on to the next one.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready.
I hope their training paid off.
That happens to everyone.
That was painful, but you know what to do.
Player 2 has the life advantage.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Their drive gauge is running low, but they use an overdrive R anyway just to show they're not gunshot. They're at the center of the stage. Nothing but space and opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Maybe thinking something.
We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Good stuff, but they gotta keep it up.
Must have been an off day.
You hell.
Good round.
All right now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Boxing with the target combo. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Player 1. Ooh, burnout activate.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch.
Side switch. Just go for it at this rate.
Wait.
They need to be experienced in burnout. Peppers them with the cycle. No worries about that.
Win some, lose some.
What were they thinking?
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
The next touch may decide this round.
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Pressure building. Looking for a hole. The chosen with the little hit. They both decide tries to make something happen with the overdrive arm. You're done.
Damn, that was intense.
Save them home. You got this one.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Good touch. Impact squat.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
started, and it can go either way.
Show your girl that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
You got the advantage. Gotta start cooking you. Get in there and fight.
Is it time for the mix-up? Getting up close and hit the drive. They're feeling. Oh, what a rush. We're going to blame him with that terrifying OD psycho uppercut. Still a chance. They gotta do it. He definitely stays out of range.
Oh, expect some bones to be broken here.
Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Prepare it. Get that. Get to follow up after that target combo. What are they going to... The drive impact doesn't work.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Answers with a fireball. Back into the corner. What setup? Puts the brakes on the impact.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Hands to him for the damage. Oh, word! It's enough!
That was unreal!
Player 1! Gotta be sweating after that match. Someone bring him a towel.
That was a close match that had everything you could ask for.
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on.
Amazing awareness there.
That's what we want. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Can they utilize the corner? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished.
What's their play here?
At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. Keep at it.
Must have been an off day. You've seen better.
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge, and they stick down to the wire.
Okay, okay.
Closing moment, there's some meter here. K.O.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Give me more of that.
Ooh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
All right, who's gonna swing first?
Oh, I want to see them get moving.
Oh, yeah, just like that. Looking for a chance. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Oh, deep psycho uppercut puts him on the ropes. Throws a fireball. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? They're backed up into the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
There's still a chance here. Medium kick into. Huge chance after that wall splat.
Calm before the storm.
Down and out.
What was that?
Gotta shake it off. Let's go.
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Final round. Who will the fighting game god favor here?
Oh man, we got a real match now.
Great work. Just like that.
Time to hit the gym and retool for the next match.
Max SA gauges. They both have a chance for a big payday. Brushes that off and keeps going. Will this drive gauge gap just flash out that drive for that OD psycho uppercut? What are they going to do? Somehow manages to block the jump.
Things are getting heated.
Both sides hit the drive. They're feeling. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More.
It's time to bust this out.
Seriously? That was unreal.
Player 2 clutches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Fights don't get any better than that. That was awesome.
Yo, I can't argue with you. What a game. Still plenty of time left.
I can feel the tension right from the get-go.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Tons of drive and hell to it.
What's their play here?
Dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Can they utilize the corner? Are they going to fill up the SA gauge to try and get a small advantage, or will they go in the attack first? Box him with the target combo. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strategy. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Carries the projectile. OD psycho uppercut puts him on the rope. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to be experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do?
It's there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
I can see the fire in their eyes. They're both ready to go.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Well, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to.
Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Player one holding on to that corner advantage.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Throws a fireball. Fly gauge on deck. What's the play? Why are they going in? Hang back. Oh.
I'm liking that finish.
That's a huge win there. Settle down, keep grinding.
Oh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
That last round featured a lot of offense from the mid-range, while the fighters danced around each other. What's going to happen in this round?
Gotcha, I get it.
Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Charge, release, Kotoki. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Is it time? Finds the target. Throws a fireball. You know we paid to get in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes in. Oh, what a rush. Links it. Both are ready to pull the trigger on the throw connects.
We live for these kind of fights.
Hands on the hook.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Close range projectile.
I love it.
It definitely stays out of range. The jump in is denied. You have to make something happen. What are they going to do? Are you all super art incoming? Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Great art done.
That was unreal.
Don't worry about the loss, because your next win's going to show them you're for real.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hardworking fighters.
Control the distance with a smart kill rush back. Sweet.
Nice, liking that.
Okay, they trade hits. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Good stuff, but they gotta keep it up.
That was painful, but you know what to do.
I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Gonna spin their gauge in a drive rush.
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Shoots off a fireball up close. There's still a chance here. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. One combo can end this round right now.
Just a sneeze here will do it.
Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Player one will look to apply pressure here.
This is where things are gonna get very
KO.
They ain't getting up.
Well read. Keep going.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Shoots off a fireball up close. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Well, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to. Maybe thinking something.
Gives a little space with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be overthrow.
Wait. That was super good.
Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Time to change the meter on the super art. Oh, here we go.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Slight lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Ooh! Test the waters with a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Looking for a hole. They both decide to ease it forward overhead, but it won't work. You're done.
Damn, that was intense.
Gotta shake it off. Let's go.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here.
The final round. Who's gonna take it?
Final round. Every option's on the table.
Let's see how these two try and set the tone of the match.
Show your girl that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
Nice. They're turning it all the way up with the super.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Juicy damage with that throw there. Player one has got to work some magic with this limited drive. Have fun cooking raw super. into perfect fireball range.
We got a real fight now!
What are they gonna do? Drive gauge on deck. What's the play? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Why are they going in? Hang back! Off the ride! Closes it out. Player one did some damage there. Damn.
You know, I really love everyone, and I don't believe anything on this earth is ugly. But that was ugly.
Oh, yeah, just like that. Confident anti-air. Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Solid idea. Maybe next time.
Must have been an off day. You've seen better.
This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. I saw that.
Smart decision.
Player two creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Connects with the medium kick. Both fighters are barely alive.
Ooh, just a sneeze here will do it.
It's there!
Great stuff there, right at the end.
All right, now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
Boxing with the target combo. Noise, noise!
Time to hit the gym and retool for the next match.
Shows the medium kick. Player two has a slight light lead that they may sit on.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize. Amazing awareness there.
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The next interaction is really going to set the pace. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake, looking winded, burnout changes the game.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
Connects with the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Don't mind me, just making a flowchart over here.
Both wanna pull the trigger. Who's gonna blink first? Here it is.
Come on, you gotta go.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What? Critical one now?
Yo, what?
You're done.
I'm liking that finish. Yeah,
Final round. Fight!
Who's gonna steal this win?
both fighters need to dig in deep and find that next level.
Barely blocks the jump in. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
Show your girl that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What are they gonna do? Next to counter. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Looking for a reaction with that fireball? Player one can't use drive anymore. This is gonna hurt. Burn it down.
Won't be broken here. Things are getting heated.
Connects with the throw. Amazing. Wow, okay. Escapes the corner and resets the situation midstream. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. And who's gonna take this?
Don't hesitate. Him.
Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Lots of distance here. Who's making moves? Looking for a hole. Both of them back and trying to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Carries the fireball. It's over.
That was unreal.
Player one is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Ooh, I love when fighters find a way to bring out the best in each other. What a battle.
Yo, I can't argue with you. What a game. Is it time for the mix-up? Adds carry to the pressure. Who gain control of the match in the early going?
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
very dangerous range. It can definitely be clipped by something. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. Who will take advantage? Checks with the projectile. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Can they utilize the corner? The classic always works with the old school target combo. Bops him with the KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
That's what I like to see.
Oh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
Burnout trigger. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be mine, that's what we want. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Why are they going in? Hang back! Drive games on deck. Oh, what a run! One chance here may end this round. Burns out. Psycho wakes him up. Closes it out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player one is showing them what's good.
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Pokes with the medium kick. Checks them with the projectile. How's the time left? How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Still slugging it out here. Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. That happens to everyone.
Must have been an off day. You've seen better.
All burnt out on both sides? Can they scrape together a final push?
Ha, they ain't getting up.
That's what I like to see.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is also the choice, you get me? I like it.
Checks them with the projectile. Who gain control of the match in the early going?
Well, we gotta see what lengths both fighters are willing to go to.
At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important here. Jumps up. Player two chases him down.
Ooh, something's building. Feel it.
Spins some meter here, investing in the round. They're thinking of scoring big off this meter use. Time to looking winded, burnout changes the game.
What's gonna happen next?
Picks up the counter. This is going to burnout trigger.
That was super good. Things are getting heated.
What a smart throw! What are they doing?
The wind's in their sights. They've gotta play smart.
The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Still a chance, they gotta do it. Medium kicks in to try to make something happen with the overdrive arm. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Post arrive.
Getting a real rough patch. Calm before the storm here.
Down and out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Keep on the gas. You had your moments there.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how this two holds it down.
Spin some meter here, investing in the round. Oh, must have saw something we did. Oh, Sarge, no worries. Focus on what's in front of you.
Learn from it and build back better.
Fireball pressure. Try. Pops him with a big combo. Hey, no worries. Focus on what's in front of you. Nowhere to run.
Come on.
Below.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player one, this is gonna hurt. A jump? Gets into perfect fireball range. They got hit the drive. Oh, what a rush. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in.
That was unreal.
Pieces are there. Keep your head up and focus.
Put it on the best outlet. Talk about a barn burner.
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. How does it look? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show. What's their play here?
Tries to bait him with the projectile. very dangerous range. They can definitely be clipped by some of you. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have until their game plan? Can they use the corner to stage a comeback? Both fighters may be looking to risk going in with an empty ace. Oh, that was a sweet read.
Yeah.
Can't tech the throw.
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player one needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Knockdown. Grabs him.
Yeah.
Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Player one can't afford mistakes without the drive gauge. Both fighters are barely alive.
Oh, just a sneeze here will do it.
This is the last chance. They gotta take that shot. Player two, KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
It's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
Oh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
This match just started and it can go either way.
Feel the tension right from the get-go.
Time to take this momentum and really run with it.
Oh, this is getting tense.
Super on deck for both fighters. Drive rush to keep it going. Then takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Use the target combo as a particularly good spot to use the super. Early round super damage for the pressure. Smart play with the throw. Super hard.
What's this?
Player one is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Jump! No worries about that.
Time to hit the gym and retool for the next match.
What a smart throw!
Dishing out the hot shot.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Oh, expect some bones to be broken.
He's there!
I'm liking that finish.
Loosen up and play for fun. The results will come.
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
Last chance? It's now or never.
They can't disappoint themselves. They gotta come out swinging.
They're turning it up a notch. We might see some rush down here.
I can feel
Clutch, anti-air.
that was super good.
Just outside of throw range. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Expect to see some fancy stuff with forward rush. Medium kick into. What are they going to do? Takes them instantly to the corner. Shrug that off. Just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter. Answers with a fireball. Links it. How did he get a lead on that throw? They're in range. Good as you jump in. A dash? Player one is in a very good spot now.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More.
They're taking this one to the absolute limit.
Don't hesitate. Hit him.
They're taking aim for it. Good.
That was unreal.
Player two has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
That's what happens when you have an irresistible force meeting an immovable object.
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Well, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to.
Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Life lead opens up. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Nice block there.
Combo with the target combo.
Gotta be planning something.
Okay, they'll want to keep this flow going. Is drive the way to close this round? Burnout triggered. Gotta be mindful of lead and jump ins at this range. Tries to do something new and gets it.
Ooh, nice finish.
Give me more of that.
Ooh, that last round is pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
Everything up until now and everything from here on out is saw that drive impact coming from a mile away and parried it.
Ooh.
It brushes that off and keeps going. Ooh. Stay back, she's heating up. Kageru no Mai. How will this impact her? Medium kick hits. Side switch out of the corner.
Amazing awareness there.
Jumps up. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Fakes out the low kick. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Lights out from the trims the meter on the super art.
Doesn't get any better than that. There's still some left in the tank for a comeback.
The throw connects. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout trigger. Here comes KO.
I'm liking that finish.
Layer 1 is hot. I'm feeling it.
Oh, wow. Someone just got turned into a hashtag.